like to call this meeting to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Thompson?
Present.
Mrs. Rosenbaum? Present. Mrs. McHugh?
Present.
Mrs. Boxley?
Present.
Mrs. Brewitt? Absent.
Okay, do we have an adoption amendment to the agenda?
We have two. First one, if we can postpone the MASB workshop. And if we can add under consent agenda, the hiring of Kimberly Berman, BRMAN, secondary ELA and social studies teacher.
Okay, can we have a motion to approve the amended agenda?
I move to approve the amended agenda. Support.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Opposed, same sign. Agenda approved. Consent agenda?
Under the consent agenda, you're approving the minutes from the special meeting of July 14, 2025 as presented. You're also approving the general fund bills in the amount of $410,942.84, AP payroll checks in the amount of $12,938.84, a total of $423,881.68, with checks number 70588 through 70654 and an ACH transfer in the amount of $464,208.74 for a total of $888,090.42 with no voided checks and no additional bills. And the hiring Kimberly Berman, secondary ELA/social studies teacher. I move to approve the items under the consent agenda as presented.
Support.
Okay, we have a motion and support. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all of those say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Okay, do we have any board recognition or celebration tonight?
Just recognizing Mr. Esch and all the work that he must have put together to put for band camp and for actually the whole band boosters also that they did a great job, and then the show that they did on Thursday, right? Thursday, yeah. Even in the rain, it was a great show, and those kids are they're fabulous. So it's great to see. It is a good scene, yeah. It's the movies and that, so it's a good.
To piggyback on that, I just want to recognize, I hosted the band family night dinner at our house, and the majority of the band and their families were there, and they rallied and tossed their band director into the pool. It was great fun to watch. But the kids are just, I know we've talked about this before, they are so well behaved. They are such good kids, and the families are so good. Someone said, I don't know how you can host a party like this. And I said, it's so easy. Everybody brings a side dish and everybody helps clean up. We just set the tables up and have a good time. It was great. It's a great group of kids and families.
Also a shout out to the fire department.
Yes.
Because they did bring the fire truck and they hosted the kids while they were marching and then they let them play in it for
On Thursday.
a long time. And it was the highlight of my 10-year-old to be there with the high school and kids with the fire trucks. So
Yeah.
big shout out to the Memphis fire department.
That was great, yeah.
Very good. Anything else? Okay, on to hiring our new AP/AD, Nick Black. Sarah?
So Nick has brought his whole family. We'll give him a chance to introduce in a moment. But I just wanted to, I know you've all gotten his resume. But Nick is, in the short time that I've known him, a very, very fresh breath of air. He is, you pretty much had to spend all of 2 minutes talking to him to realize how student focused, how relationship building focused, and what an incredible asset he is going to be to Memphis Community Schools. I jokingly sent him a text last night that said, so one of my very, very good friends, her husband is a varsity baseball coach in Richmond, and if you know anything about Richmond St. Clair, that rivalry is real, like it's visceral. And when people from Richmond have something, nothing but good things to say about the St. Clair varsity baseball coach, like it doesn't get higher accolade than that. So he's a very wonderful human, and we're very happy to have him. So welcome to Memphis, Nick, and I would love for you to introduce the people that you have met, that you brought.
Of course, why not all of them? So I have my Aunt Jody, she lives right off of Riley Center. My Pete couldn't be here tonight. I have my son Cash, my mother Tammy, my father Mike, my daughter Ella, who's napping right now, and my wonderful wife Caitlin, and of course, like I said, my name's Nick Black. I'm happy to be here. Thank you guys.
We're happy to have you.
Very
Welcome.
happy, very happy. So I think he's going to be a wonderful addition, and I've heard, I mentioned to his wife, like, it wasn't just compliments about Nick, it was compliments about the whole family. I mean, anytime the references that some of them kept calling you kid, because evidently they know you since you were young, but it was your wife, it was your kids, it was your family, it was everything. And so it was just, I often wish that they could hear what the wonderful things are said, because everybody deserves to know how highly you and your family are regarded.
Sarah, I just have one question on the contract. We have no game, it's highlighted with no game attendance required, but we have the other salary. Are we going with the one with game requirements, and if we're not, what are we doing for that?
If I could just see it very quickly. Okay.
I just wondered why it was highlighted.
Oh. Yeah, that was highlighted because that is what we're going with, and just to so the state requires us to do those MSIs now, so just so that everybody knows where they're at, that's why it's highlighted. So his face is there, and then he will be responsible for organizing the game management, just like Janelle did, and I know most of those were picked up by staff.
Quite a few, but there's some that, we'll work together.
Yeah, so.
There's some being the same.
Right,
But
right.
we have a good group of staff.
And Nick was very thrilled when I explained that that's because we value that work-life balance. And it would be really hard for someone to be a strong AP if they were here until 10 o'clock most nights. So he had actually heard about that. So Memphis is like a trendsetter. Many people had told him about that. So great question, Nancy. And that's
So it's just flexibility in game attendance.
Yes.
So it doesn't mean you have to be at every one of them, but you will be at some of them to at least let parents be.
Yep. Yeah. Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We need a motion on the table, please.
I move to approve the hiring of Nick Black, APAD, and contract for 2025-26 as presented.
We have a motion by Member McHugh, supported by Member Bobstein, to approve the hiring of Nick Black, APAD, and the contract for 25-26 school year. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. You can begin with now, it's official.
Very good. I'd like to get a couple of pictures of him with his family, and then I know he's got little ones if we could understand that he's going to want to be excused after that. So,
Okay, are you going to do that? We'll go ahead with the bond update? Okay. All right, we'll go with the bond update. Thank you.
I can do it. Oh, thank you.
Congratulations. I had a lot of phone calls. Ron Glodek speaks highly of you.
I'm just a baseball and
So this isn't a picture of the roof right here.
This is.
Oh, thank you so much.
Crazy down there.
The mouse like this, so bear with me. Okay. Okay. Whenever you're ready.
Just to reintroduce ourselves, I'm Vicki with Partners in Architecture, and this is down for work now. So currently we're under progress with the roof replacements at the high school. I'll let Don speak to the progress instead of those.
Yeah, so I talked to Tim this morning. We're about 75% complete with the membrane itself. By the end of the week, all of the membrane will be complete, so you will have your watertight and new membrane on the high school roof. Only thing to follow will be the metal coping all the way around that, which is a different crew that comes out starting the following week. Once the high school is done at the end of the week, they'll move over to the elementary school, the second elementary school. Probably about 2.5 weeks of work, 3 weeks of work, and then coping will be ready as well.
Any questions on the roof?
The next couple of
Wrap it up by the end of the
slides.
summer.
Okay.
So this was the marked up area. This is from last week. So this is again updated. If you were to go outside at the high school, you can see all this is now roped off. So that means they're up there working. And this is also roped off as well. This is now complete. This is now complete, and they finished the gym today. So again, they said by the end of the week they will be 100% membrane complete at the high school, moving over to the elementary school. Boiler replacement.
That's just
Replacement of the elementary
elementary
school. Yeah, nothing's been done there yet. Like I said, they're starting next week there, so no rocks to remove from the road.
Snow.
Yeah, those pictures are.
Yeah, it was cold out this morning. Haven't changed.
That all the really good job.
Yeah. It's crazy how the weather's different on the side of the streets.
That's Michigan, man. I mean,
Sorry, I'm not up here.
On the way here, Vicky called me and she's like, hey, how's the weather out that way? I'm like, sprinkle in my house. She's like, it's flooding in Mount Clemens.
Really?
we had flash flood warnings. I plugged in, because I always plug it in just to see how long it would take to get rid of traffic.
Yeah.
And the first thing my GPS said was flash flood warnings on this route.
So she called me, she's like, how's it out your way? And I'm like, sprinkle in. We got here, it's even rain.
Yeah, no, I went from
It gets all
torrential.
summer, I swear.
I don't know, it's rain summer, because the corn coming here is 9 feet tall. It's the tallest corn I've seen anywhere.
It's definitely.
Yeah, so Monday start roast at the elementary school.
Sorry, I really am trying.
So new hot water tank in at the elementary school, both of them are in. Boilers in at the elementary school and also at the high school. Talking with Tim today, they actually already started filling them. So this was a week's photos from over a week ago that we put together for the presentation to have it ready. We didn't want to wait till the last minute. So again, talking with Tim this morning, they've already started refilling the boiler systems. They plan on being done by the end of summer. The nice thing with Detroit Boiler Company, they've been very nice to work with. Everything they've ordered has shown up quick.
Wow.
RTU that's supposed to be here
Yes.
the first or second week of August for the media center. I'm hoping that really keeps showing up because the boilers showed up a week early. The hot water tanks were a few days early. So I'm hoping the RTU shows up a couple days early. But when Tim talked with them and passed along to me that he talked with their foreman, his goal is to be done by the end of summer. They have another big job to go to and more rapid stuff to be done. So We'll have commissioning and balancing and all that to do, but it will all be done by the school starting next week.
Is that hot water heater go in the kitchen too, or does the kitchen still have a separate room?
The only room that had a separate hot water tank right now is the sink that's being utilized by the daycare. Tim found a small hot, because he was gonna put a temporary hot water tank on it for the daycare, or summer camp. And then he found a small one, so we didn't even have to do that.
Yes, I do remember that.
We were talking about just putting a cheap tank, this one in
So
there.
this hot water heater is the kitchen hot water too?
Both of them does, yeah, it's the hot water for the whole school, for both the hot water tanks that were installed. Minus the one
Little room.
area where they wash, I don't know what area that is, but Tim said that it has its own little hot water tank that is being utilized, so it worked out perfect that we didn't have to shut the hot water off for those kids. All we're doing is, yes, it will service all the other areas for hot water, both of them. And got rid of that monstrosity that was in there. Now you just got two standard hot water tanks you'd see almost in a house, but in a commercial setting, just like as they're bigger. Bid Pack 3 starts September 2nd or 3rd. Actually talking with Sarah, she wanted to wait till the following Monday. She wanted to get through the first week of school. So I think it's the 8th of September. We will be starting. We may get some of the site work done this summer before school starts, getting some of the sidewalks and door sweeps and some of that stuff done. Tim's been organizing him, I've been calling the contractor, trying to get them started here in the next couple of weeks, just to get it done before school starts. If not, they'll get the stuff done either after school or on weekends. I don't want concrete being poured before the school. Bid Pack 4, we're working on. So we have 2 bids going on for that. We're gonna break it up to get some early demolition and early site work done. So as soon as football's done, we're gonna demo some stuff, we're gonna move some things, and work till the ground freezes. Try to get in all the underground electric, try to get in the sprinkler systems, things of that nature. This fall, we're just gonna just keep going until the ground freezes and see how far we can get.
Can I ask, Meg, when you're looking at the football field, the rectangle-ish shape, is that the elementary building?
Yeah, the elementary building is right there.
No, like if you're looking at the football field picture,
Oh, this one?
up above to the left,
And that one.
that rectangle to the right where your finger is? Purple? Or, yeah, I'm sorry, the purple one.
Right here?
Is that the elementary? Yeah.
No, this
What-
is,
what-
Concession.
the concession is down
that's
here.
there. That's
This
the
is like the
little
maintenance
announcement.
building is right here.
Oh, the barn. That one's
Old
a barn.
press boxes.
Oh, that's
be
the-
right
Oh, okay,
Fine,
here.
okay.
So,
So that's the barn, okay.
That's, yes, yes.
So, so the track itself is gonna come out quite a bit then, like,
Oh, yeah.
The whole
okay.
field is
okay.
moving over.
I do better with visuals, but okay, so that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, right
I
now
was
your
confused with what.
Yeah, right now your football field's probably like this.
Yeah,
It's all shifting
okay.
to the west.
Okay.
If you look close in this, you kind of see ghosts of bleachers in the aerial behind it.
Okay, okay.
Oh, yeah.
So like what we want to have done before the ground freezes is have everything graded, and as soon as it thaws out, we have extended time where we see, 20 days of warm weather, when we start seeding.
Okay.
In the fall, or in the spring, the goal would be to do the track, and
Okay,
seed it, and have it ready for football season the following year.
okay,
So that's why we want to get ahead and get some of this demo work done, and
sure.
and get some of the stuff pushed ahead instead of waiting till spring, because there's just no way to get it all.
Yeah.
And you never know when spring's gonna come.
Exactly, and you're trying to do it as economical as possible, and to start it all in the spring and get it done, you have to solve the whole thing, and it's just, it ain't gonna happen. So we're gonna do, some work this fall after the football season. It's October 26th is the last football game, so the next day we can start.
Okay,
That Monday, the 28th, or 20, whatever that day would be, whatever that last football game is, we can start the next day.
okay. That's really exciting. to see. I think the community is gonna get really excited when they start to see that come to play.
And then Bid Pack 5 also will go out to bid this fall, but the work won't start till next spring. It'll go through the summer, but it's replacing ceiling tiles throughout the building, upgrading some things in the building, some scoreboard replacements over here at the elementary school.
Having a mechanical electrical.
Yeah.
The first district-wide had the robotics lab, the media center renovations.
Yeah, we're-
take care of some more utilities.
Let's filter first.
That's the drinking fountain, so all of the, well, bottle fills, we'll be adding bottle fills and filters to all drinking fountains. You have to have a minimum amount per.
It's a mistake.
It's a state.
One thing we're looking at is putting some alternates in. Vicki gave me some bootleg drawings. I'm sorry, you're not privy to this because you weren't here on vacation next week, but with the allowances and the contingencies that we're not using in bid pack 1 and bid pack 2 that we will return to a pot of money, we're putting in some alternates in this bid, in bid pack 3 actually, to get quotes to replace all the ceiling tiles in the elementary school. Because you can see, you're gonna get a new roof, and you have no more leaks.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get an estimate from them for both the high school and the elementary school, what the additional cost would be. Because there was some replacement at the high school, which is about 40%. 40% of the ceiling tiles.
For this, for bid pack 5, it's a considerable amount, yeah.
So
It's
we're
almost
gonna-
the, yeah.
Yeah, so we're getting a quote, we may push this work ahead just to do all of the ceiling tiles, depending on the cost. The cost we got to do the media center at the high school was very reasonable. So that's why we asked that same contractor, hey, if you will hold your cost that you gave us for the media center,
This work.
get a square foot price, give us a cost for the rest of these areas. If they had a few questions, I sent them.
Yeah.
But, so doing this work and some money that we're saving with contingency and allowances, we need to for those work packages. You're having some extra money, you can do other things with that, or specifically look at doing.
So when the boiler system's going in now, and the heating unit's not coming until the last package, what's that gonna do for the heating? in
What
this?
is the heating?
Right, but the unit ventilators in the rooms that we're working, with the system of operating that, is that being done?
Not right now.
That's in this packet?
So you'll have cabinet unit heater updates in here, any vertical vents that are throughout the district during this package.
It'll be all done next summer.
Yes, so
And that was always the plan with this bid pack, is that to be done next summer.
So they'll have a new boiler, but they might have some of the same unit ventilator in the room problems this winter.
I'm unaware of the problems they had, so I don't know.
It was the hose system, the pneumatic system not working well.
That might have been because some of the pumps didn't work, that we replaced all the pumps.
Okay.
So that may be, you know, us getting everything, we'll find, if we find things that are wrong, we're gonna come to Sarah and say, hey, these guys can fix it for X amount of dollars, we're gonna do it.
It was something with the pneumatic system.
Yeah, there was some pumps that didn't work and that were on their last leg. And that's why, that was over, remember, that's over budget, but we did a lot of extra things because we were under budget on the first bid back. So there were a bunch of extra things we did that may rectify those issues, but again, if we do find a few things that come along, we can take care of it before school starts, we will, and if it pops up in the winter, we'll get somebody here at night or on the weekend to get it taken care of, instead of just, you know, maybe it's a Band-Aid we put on it until next summer.
Exactly.
But I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of your issues that you may have gone away because of all the new pumps and
Giving the updated controls too,
And the
especially in the
controls as well,
elementary.
yes.
So at the elementary school, so you'll see some of that
Yep.
stuff maybe.
So let me rectify some of these issues that you guys
Because I
had in the
know
past.
that was one of the things that parents, there's a lot of coat days that they had to wear coats in the building last winter, so hopefully we'll push that this week.
The brand new boilers, I would hope that would definitely be a way. And again, if it's a onesie, twosie thing, we will definitely take care of it during the year. And, you know, it might be something where we just push it ahead. If it's one room that's just not working, we'll get in there at night or on a weekend and just knock it out over a weekend. You know, you guys working Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and hopefully have something rectified or temporary until next summer, at least the rooms you, whatever we gotta do.
Elementary school gym. So the testing engineer was out on site, we're expecting his report here in a day at the end of this month. So once we get that, we'll be able to meet up with our structural engineer, diagnose what the repairs need to be, and get a good package issued as soon as humanly possible, but making sure that it's done properly. So the good news is I talked with him after he came out and did the testing with his assistant, and there were no alarms that went off. I guess is the best way to describe it. So,
He didn't say don't
didn't say
use the
don't-
generator, yeah.
Right, exactly. Didn't say don't occupy it or anything like
Yeah.
that. He was able to confirm a couple of our hopes that
Things are built the way they
things,
were.
right, like the masonry wall under the one arch is helping to support that urge, so hopefully less work that we have to do at that end than we had thought. So once we get that report back and get confirmation, Sarah, if you want, we can come back to the next board meeting and update everybody on this one.
And then also too, we're going to utilize that engineer, which is West Genie, correct? I've worked with them in the past, very good engineer, testing agent, things of that nature. We're going to work with them to get recommendations on who should do this work. Now, I talked with Daryl. He said what we need to do is we can invite 3 people, but you still have to post in the newspaper and on the internet that that bid is going out. And if Jim Smith, the guy from Yale, and his Amish buddies want to bid this and they're the low bidder, you have the option to say, I don't feel comfortable with this, we're going to use this person because this is what they do. You know, I'm not going to say just, it needs Jarvis. This is what Jarvis fixes these places that catch on fire.
Yeah.
Like this, we don't want to use him. I'm sorry, you're a little bitter, but we just don't feel comfortable with you and your Amish friends coming to fix this. We need to have the right people do this work. Any of the other work, we're going to bid out. We're going to tell everybody to come bid. This is going to be three or four people, 5 people we invite, and that's it. And we're going to get recommendations from that engineer. Again, from people that Vicky's worked with to do work like this in the past with PIA. So we want the right people doing that work.
Yeah.
So we want a guaranteed warranty, and we want to know the work that's done is going to last for another 20 years. So you guys don't have to worry about it anymore. You can let the next people worry about it in 20 years.
There's going to be engineering shoring and all sorts of things.
Yeah, just to hold it up temporarily while we take it apart.
Somebody that knows what they're doing and has the right amount of experience.
Any questions?
Now, that would be the next question for you is if we put this out as a bid, do you want to wait till next summer since it's okay to occupy? I would suggest waiting until next summer to do this work. Because I mean, before we were like, we got to fix this, we got to get it done.
Yeah.
I would suggest if he's not worried about it being occupied, we wait till next summer.
Yeah, I agree. Once the report comes back, I think we'll have a better idea.
Yeah.
I would like to review that.
Oh, absolutely.
And
Yeah,
then,
sure.
like we thought we were starting the year off with no gym.
Right.
So
Right, no, this
already we're in better shape.
Yeah.
was a bit, yeah, I
Yeah.
suppose that was.
Yeah.
Sarah, I just have a real question too. In bid deck 4, you're talking about updates to the parking lot, sidewalks, and paved areas. In the back parking lot of the high school, there's 2 catch basins with storm sewer underground. One of them, I think it's the east catch basin. I just noticed the potential sinkhole
Yes.
developing. Is that part of the?
That is part of that.
Perfect. Only make all through there, so.
Again, that's all going to be the parking lots and all that's going to be definitely on whatever the state approves, but something like that, or storm lines, or something like a sinkhole, that's definitely something that we need to take care of.
It's the collar, so it just needs a new collar.
Yeah, so like I said, we're working through bid back 4 with pre-con, with Vicky. We're just going to continue to work through that. And get ready for bid.
And that, at the next meeting, I'm saying this now so I don't forget, if we could brainstorm some ideas, because I know we want to be proactive, and we know all of that equipment is going to be where parents drop off and pick up. So we really need to be processing that. And I know, just based on feedback I've heard from staff, that they would love if they didn't have to stand out with all the children at drop off and pick up. So pick up. So I'm putting it out there because we want to start thinking about that.
You're talking about construction staging and making sure that it's not messing with.
Yeah, and maybe coming up with a new plan for drop off.
Hey, Sarah, could you just cut the parking lot off? Not use this whole driveway back here so that any equipment is back there, there's nothing.
That's what I was wondering. I thought, no,
I mean, the only people that have to have it are custodians.
Right.
And emergency crew possibly
Right.
to get back there.
I thought we did brainstorm that as a possibility, but I believe at one of our meetings it was discussed that they actually need a good chunk of that parking lot in front of the football fields.
Yes, I heard that for lineup,
Yeah.
it gets used, so the parents come. I think it was they come in the farther entrance and then line up,
Yeah.
come around, and then go out. The exit
same
closer to the, oh, is it? Okay. So it relieves the backup on
grab, grab trains.
Yeah.
They're going to be in and out all day long.
That's what we need to make sure is safe for the kids.
Yep. No, we blocked off with barricades and things of that nature, but we just have to figure out how where, and when.
Okay.
I mean, it might be building a temporary exit. I'm talking with the city on doing a temporary exit,
Okay.
where you still have an in and out, but we have an in, one way in, one way out for us.
Okay.
Probably on the furthest west side of that parking lot. I mean, we're going to need to be able to access that all day long.
Yeah, so we're going to have to come up with a plan that doesn't involve that for parent pickup and drop off at all. Because if they're coming in the east entrance, that is going to be a huge bottleneck with the buses.
We have talked in the past, I know it's not on here, but would be to come in at, not use the teachers only over here and let the buses come in over here, but thought it was to come in this east entrance and do a loop and then exit out. I know it'd be a bottleneck, but I mean, that's about the only.
That's why I think we need to come up with a plan and we need to do that, because that would just
But
be.
could parent pickup be across the street at Central Office?
We talk, and that's a possibility. The only concern is with the teachers having to, at the end of the day, they line them all up. And I don't know that there's enough space and, for all grades.
I'm surprised how many people park over there too. I
Yeah.
mean, the parking lot is full.
It is full.
Yes.
It is.
I'll bring the printout of the whole site plan.
Yeah.
So we have all
That would be
the drawings and whatnot, and we can.
Soccer next Tuesday.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Yeah, okay. I want, also because sometimes
We've had,
our board has really good ideas. So I was mentioning it about all for an overhead, but also because maybe they come up with a brainstorm between now and when we meet.
we've had a church, student pickup at the church, because there's a exit fence through the church, so that has happened.
You guys should
Oh, where
just
they walk
utilize
across the
crossing.
They can't just walk across the playground and go for pickup.
Oh, okay.
That would take them totally away from.
You're right.
But that's not a huge parking lot either, though. It's pretty small back there.
No, but parents can park and their kids can go, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
They can
Yeah.
park and then leave instead
Who
of,
do you utilize for a crossing guard?
the playground doesn't have anybody on.
Oh, okay.
I mean, so it's just literally that they go across our playground through the fence and they're at the parking lot.
So they don't have to
They don't
cross
cross
the
the
street.
street.
No,
I was
no,
thinking
it's
they
connected.
cross-
That's
I was thinking the VFW,
That's
not
what I was
sure.
thinking.
Yeah.
the
No,
VFW.
right next.
Yeah, the church.
Yeah.
The parking lot loops too. It loops, when it goes around, it does loop around, and then there is extra parking behind the church.
Okay.
That
The only thing we might have to do is
So it
put
does
a
loop.
part of sidewalk,
Yeah.
that could be cleared easily.
For when it snows and whatnot. Yeah. Yeah.
It's wet or something.
That's actually a really good idea.
Or you maybe just have them wait inside the church.
That's the emergency.
That's the
exit
emergency
for-
exit anyway, for any type of like tornado, like I'm sure something was a fire. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm waiting in the church and pull through, and then they can loop out and pull out.
That's a good
I'm
idea.
sure the church would come and do it.
Yeah, and pull out.
If that's so that's your emergency if something happens,
That's
and
the
they have to
emergency
exit
exit.
school, that's where they congregate at.
Maybe we just put a permanent sidewalk in,
Yeah.
instead of
It's not
temporary
bad idea.
asphalt.
That's not a bad
I mean, the
idea.
other option is temporary asphalt. I mean, that'd be your best option is to keep everybody out of the parking lot solid.
That's what I'm saying.
That just might be,
Just maybe go,
Yeah.
I mean, it's only going to.
Art Mel will make a donation to the church and we can use your parking lot for a year.
Well, and they, you know, it might be something that they need gravel done in their church, on the parking lot or something.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
That's probably the safest.
That is a really good idea.
It was a furnace, and we just raised money for it. in the furnace. So, I can have them for you, though. And,
Problem is we have to do something temporary, ideas that fix some.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Permanent
Yeah.
slash temporary soon.
That's all we got. Like,
Just can't do what you have to say.
Right.
Stone. because you have to shut.
You've got a track shoulder too, so you really only have to connect the track.
yes.
At the place that you're at.
You have a walking track there.
Yeah, but still you gotta get something to do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody's busy, you know, so it's like.
Sure. Could be.
sooner than later.
Yeah.
So like that, we are going to do that.
What's like that?
Next week, every next week.
Yeah, yeah.
I was gonna poke you out about having a meeting maybe to speak to.
I'm good with this. Okay, I don't have any more questions, that's just one thing that I wanted to bring up, so. Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, MASD workshop has been postponed. Another date will be thrown out once you talk to him.
Oh, great. That's nice that we have.
August what?
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Safe driving. Don't-
Yes.
Thank you.
I'll pass Vicki, don't worry.
Don't forget your life jacket.
August 25th.
6 o'clock
And is it still here?
here at school, at the elementary.
How long is the training? I guess.
He didn't specify a length. He did say the training could be between 1 and 3 hours. I said, make it closer to 1. 3 hours is a lot. So I definitely gave that message, and he said, noted about it.
Okay, good.
Okay, public comment.
No, there's nothing.
Correspondence, you do have the true law notes. June was the last one, and we've gone through those. Tech students, there was an article about tech students and how they shine.
And one of them was our.
One of those is ours.
Yes.
Okay, action items. Parapro, we need a motion.
I move to approve the contract for the paraprofessionals of 2025 to 26 as presented.
Support?
It was moved by member Bobbsey and supported by member Rosno to approve the contract for parapros for the 25-26 years presented. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Okay, fall coach recommendations.
I move to approve the fall coach recommendations for 2025 to 26 as presented.
Support?
It was moved by member Bobbsey and supported by member Rosno to approve the fall coach recommendations for 25-26 as presented. Any discussion?
I just have a quick question. Is this a finalized list as of, has it changed since we received it?
Since I said it,
No, okay. So these are still all the open positions?
yes.
Okay.
So right now, we don't have anybody for cross-country. That's stepped up. Nobody has.
We had interviewed one, but I'm waiting for references.
Okay, oh, right. That's what I was saying, like, here we're putting in a track, we don't have a coach.
Correct. But
So it's like,
I also
okay.
wanted Nick to also interview.
Sure, oh, okay.
Because he is one taking over, so we're gonna call him back in.
Okay.
Was there any other interviews for any other positions? That was it.
Okay. Any other questions?
And then Kelly Clark had mentioned that she coaches both the junior, the JV and the varsity, or, I mean, is that, so, but it still says the position's open, so.
That was just posted last week, and again, waiting until Nick.
Got it, okay,
starts.
okay, I'm sorry.
That-
Okay.
Yep, no, you're fine. Yep.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. And we motion approved. Superintendent comments.
I just wanted to express my gratitude for Janelle being in her position, Alexis now being in her position, and now Nick being in his, because it's, I think I worked with Alexis today for 2 hours, and we had a 2-hour and 45-minute mentoring session, and meeting with Nick and Alexis on Friday for the day. We have another mentoring session, and we will do every other Monday with all 3 for mentoring sessions after school, and it's recharging also for me because I take the role of being a mentor very seriously, and I really, really, really think that it is part of my purpose to help grow and cultivate the next generation, because I'm on the tail end here. And we need strong instructional leaders, we need strong kid-first leaders, and it's just my honor, to try to continue that path for others. So I'm very, very, very happy and grateful. I just wanted to express that.
Okay. We have an adjournment, but Sarah, I need to tell you, when we're going to talk to Jim at the bowling alley, he will need a count of how many people by the 18th of August.
Okay.
So when we send that out, I told him 10 to 2, we'll provide lunch, 2 games of bowling, rolling shoes. The only thing that he cannot will be any liquid refreshments. And it is open to anyone that works at the school. So it could be coaches, it could be teachers, it could be bus drivers, it can be anybody that's associated, just as a time for everybody to get together to meet everybody that's new in kind of a less formal.
Okay, so I will send out an invite with an RSVP. I'll do a Google form, and I will send it to everybody in Memphis. The Memphis email, right?
Yeah, and just need to let you know so I can tell him
Yeah.
how many people
Yeah.
on the 18th of August.
Okay, I'm going to RSVP that by a week before that. Okay. That'll go out tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else? If not, we need a motion to adjourn.
It's, each board says the 18th is the deadline we need.
No, 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 the 25th is when we go, so he asked for it a week beforehand, so that would be the 18th of August. It's the 25th that we have to hold. I don't believe so. August 25th is the bowling itself. It's a Monday at 19. This is from 10 to 2 during the day.
I move to adjourn the meeting at 6:43 PM.
Support. We have a motion and support. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And meeting adjourned.
Yeah, 6.